It's happening, guys. It's happening. So we're here for the match preview of Arsenal versus Chelsea for the fourth time. Yes, I said it. The fourth time this season. You know, Chelsea obviously beating us 1-1 last time we played them in the league at Stamford Bridge. You know how that goes. And then obviously we dismantled them over two legs in the EFL Cup semi-finals to make the EFL Cup final. Hold that. And now we're facing for the fourth time. Now at the Emirates Stadium in the league. A game that some might think I should be bare confident about facing these men because we've took care of them over two legs. So we beat them twice already this season. They got a 1-1 victory over us in back end of last year. So we're at the Emirates. That they've scored one goal against us at the Emirates in what, the last five or something, and that was Midwake that scored for them. But I'm looking at this and we're facing another side in the top six, and we don't really, when it comes to facing sides in the top six, where the hurdle we're likely to trip on it when it comes to trying to jump over it. Yeah. So big up to Twofold. He said earlier on this afternoon, have you seen the Champions League draw? We can actually get to the final / semi-final. Well, yeah, obviously I've seen the draw, but I don't want it to be that we can get to a semi-final. I want it to be we can get to a final, yeah? And with the side of the draw, yeah, people looking at it like, well, you can't get any more luckier than that, basically. Like, we can play Bayern, Liverpool, Man City. Who's the other one? We can't play them until the final if we get there. Yeah, let me just we can't play City, Real Madrid, Liverpool, PSG, and Bayern until the final. So, yeah. And if we get past Leverkusen, it's either Sporting or Bodo Glimt. You know what I mean? So, when you look at that, it looks like it's favouring us. But I ain't getting carried away because we've seen in situations before when we should do it and we don't do it. Yeah, we've seen that. And I'm just sick of the whole, Arsenal should do it, mate, because look at draws, mate. I ain't going to disrespect Bodo Glimt, Sporting Lisbon. I mean, there's room to disrespect Spurs because we could actually face them in this side of the Champions League. Then there's Atletico Madrid. No, Atlanta's not on that side, is it? But yeah, we're in a position where really there's just no excuse. Yeah, the hard side is on the other side. You got Bayern, Real Madrid, PSG, Manchester City, all on that side. They could all face each other. You know what I mean? There's no excuse for us not to be going to Budapest later on this year. But I want to get carried away. I don't want to get carried away. Honestly, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I do feel, I said before, if we get to a final, regardless of what it is, I do believe we'll win it. Yeah, but the fact of the matter is, we need to get there before thinking about winning anything. You know what I mean? So the draw, while you'll get Arsenal fans that we're getting gas now, talking about, the quadruples on me. You know what I mean? Feeding into the narrative of what everyone's crying about of Arsenal fans. Yeah. I'm taking it chilled. Yeah. I'm not treating Leverkusen like a pushover. If we get past them, I'm not treating Sporting like a pushover or Bodo Glimt like a pushover. None of that. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I don't even want to face Spurs in the Champions League if they make it that far. Because I think Semi-finals, I think we could meet them if they were to get past their games. I don't even want them because I don't want an English side during the run. I think Barcelona, Newcastle, I think is another one we could face. That they're on our side or something like that. You know what I mean? I'd love to face Barcelona. You know what I mean? I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean? Get revenge. In all fairness, I didn't even want Real Madrid. If they're on our side, I didn't even want Real Madrid because even though we're unbeaten against Real Madrid, the last 2 times we faced them in the Champions League, we didn't go on and win it, did we? It's almost like it's a bad omen. You know what I mean? Knocking Real Madrid out should have been you're going to win it then. And they were the holders when we knocked them out. You know what I mean? And we still didn't win it. So for me, you know what I mean? I'm glad Real Madrid ain't on our side just because of that. But yeah, I don't mind if somebody said Arsenal will get into the Champions League final, give me anyone. Don't care. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'd love for it to be Man City or Liverpool. You know what I mean? Win the Champions League against one and two. You know what I mean? They'd have to live with the fact they would have to live with the fact that you gave Arsenal their first Champions League. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. Big up YG, no excuse not to reach the semis in the Champions League. There's no excuse not to reach the final. I don't want to hear anything about semis. I want to get to that final. Get to the final. You know what I mean? Get there. Get to Budapest. You know what I mean? My issue with it all is this manager and his man management. Yeah, he ain't gonna rotate. He's barely gonna rotate. He ain't gonna get Norgard, aka NordVPN, aka our best number 6, aka Jaws wannabe. You ain't gonna see him playing some Champions League games. Why? Because this manager is gonna be too busy focusing on, make sure Rice can play every game, mate. You know what I mean? Norgard will barely see a Premier League game in between that's sandwiched in between. That's a problem. You know what I mean? We've got Norgard, our best number 6, yeah? And he's probably barely going to get any games unless someone gets injured. Or maybe it's a pity sub, we're 3-0 up or something. You know what I mean? With the ability that Norgard has, yeah? Man should be getting rotated in this, yeah? If you ain't going to play in the Champions League, you play in them Premier League games that's getting sandwiched in between, you know what I mean? Big up to Warren, big up. I expect us to get to semis minimum, if not the final. We can't sleep on Bodo Glimt, though, looking at who they've been beating. Yeah, that's what I mean. We can't be sleeping on them, man, because I'm telling you right now, if we were to get knocked out of this competition early, you know what I mean? Like, looking at this on paper, Arsenal won't get a better chance of getting to a final of the Champions League. You will not get better than this. You know what I mean? You got Man City, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG, and I can't remember who the other one was. All on the Liverpool, all on the same side. They could literally play each other at some point. Well, Man City are playing Real Madrid, and but they're all on that side. You know what I mean? So one of them is expected to be in the final. One of them listed. For all we know, who they're facing might pull off a surprise. Yeah? When you look at our side, Tottenham's on our side. Atletico Madrid's on our side. I think Newcastle, Barcelona on our side. You know what I mean? But anyways, I agree, but I don't trust the manager. Exactly. That's what I mean. This manager. This manager and how he's going to use these players. As for Chelsea game, not too confident, but I do see us beating Chelsea comfortably. Only to drop points to lesser team later. Well, here's the thing. The thing is with us against teams in the top 6, I don't expect us to beat Chelsea on Sunday. I don't. You know what I mean? And the thing is, Man City play Leeds United tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, I think it is. Yeah? Did you know that Leeds United are unbeaten at the Etihad when games have been played after 5:30? Man City have not won a single game against Leeds United when the game's at the Etihad when it's been like an after 5 o'clock kickoff. So on paper, you would see it as, well, Man City they're not gonna beat Leeds again. You know that's gonna change tomorrow. You know what I mean? But if Man City were to drop points tomorrow, I would say even more that we're not gonna beat Chelsea. You know what I mean? A chance to pull clear. You know what I mean? All we're gonna do at least until the cup final is we're gonna say to Man City, look, I'm slowing down for you. Keep up. You know what I mean? That's why I don't think we'll beat Chelsea on Sunday. Yeah. I think on Sunday it's going to be a 1-1 draw. That's personally what I think. But even though we did what we did against Spurs, it's important. How are we going to follow that up? And from what I've seen, you know, we saw us beat Sunderland 3-0, beat Leeds 4-0. You thought, okay, maybe, you know, because we've got Brentford and Wolves next. Maybe, you know, it has to be now. We have to. This is where we blitz now, and we didn't. You know what I mean? And now the points gap is reduced to 2. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? Man City are beating Crystal Palace. They're going to beat them whenever they play them. You know what I mean? That's what we did. We allowed that. You know what I mean? So unless this team's going to show me different, I just see it as the pattern is going to be what it's going to be, which is we're just going to make more hard work of it. You know, if we potentially see Man City drop points, we'll drop them too. You know what I mean? I don't think Chelsea will beat us. I'm not confident that we'll beat Chelsea just based off what I've just stated. You know what I mean? I know we beat them in the cup, you know, over 2 legs in the EFL Cup semis. I know we did that. You know, Kai Havertz and that. But yeah, I'm just not overly that confident. Now, for the starting 11, yeah, it's obviously going to be Raya in goal. I'd go with the same starting 11 that started against Spurs. Really and truly. You know what I mean? Really and truly. In fact, well, Timber can't play. So Timber's suspended. To be honest, I was going to say I'd take Timber out, but he's suspended. So if Ben White is fit, he's going to be playing at right back. Otherwise, it could be Mosquera. Even though I'd rather see Mosquera play at centre back. You know, either one of Gabriel or Saliba to sit on the bench for Mosquera to be in there. I don't really feel comfortable with all our big guns being on the pitch at the same time, and it's simply because of potential injuries. You know what I mean? But if Mosquera plays at right back, he plays at right back. You know what I mean? This is strong, solid defense. Obviously, man like Nkapie on the other side. The midfield, well, I think Norgard should be starting games, but he's going to go with Zubimendi, Rice, and hopefully he doesn't make the mistake. And this is another thing about this manager as well. This is another thing about him. Yeah. What's he going to do with Odegaard? Yeah. What's he going to do with him? Is he going to throw him back in again? No. He should warm bench. Yeah. Eze should be in there. Yeah. I would start with Norgard as our 6, because he's our best number 6, aka NordVPN, aka Jaws wannabe. Yeah. Start him as a number 6. Have Rice and Eze in midfield. And then the front 3, Gyökeres up top, of course. You know what I mean? Man like Glock 14 now. Would I start Madueke for this game? Mr. No-End product when we really need it. I think Saka will start this game, but I won't. I'd start Saka on the right-hand side. And then when it comes to Martinelli and Trossard, it's a bit of a toss-up, in it, because regardless of who starts, we're going to be begging for the other one to come on. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about when it comes to those two. If Trossard starts, we're going to be begging for Martinelli to come on because Trossard may have fallen off a cliff. If Martinelli starts, we're going to be begging for Trossard to come on because Martinelli is potentially falling off a cliff during the game. You know what I mean? So it's a bit of a toss-up. It's a flip of a coin between them two at this point. Yeah. You would like to say bring Martinelli on later on because of those darting runs that he does. You know what I mean? But yeah. But I know the starting 11 he's going to go with is what he started with against Tottenham, apart from Mosquera. If Ben White's not fit, he'll probably start Mosquera at right back. And everything else will be the same. Zubimendi will start in midfield with Rice. They'll play 90 minutes. You know what I mean? Let me look at the calendar of the fixtures, because obviously we've obviously drawn. Oh, I forgot it's Premier League tonight. Wolves, Aston Villa's 0-0 at halftime. Right, so just go on to us. Look at our fixtures. So we've got obviously Chelsea next. Then we've got Brighton away. And then we've got Mansfield away in the FA Cup. And then we've got Leverkusen away. So we've got 3 away games in a row in 3 different competitions. Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League. And then it's a home fixture against Everton. Hang on a minute. That was moved, wasn't it? That was moved. I'm going to a birthday thing on the 14th of March. That must have been moved because, as far as I know, we didn't have a game on the 14th. But yeah, obviously, Champions League sandwiched in between. So it's a home game against Everton on the 14th. And then on the 17th, the return fixture against Leverkusen at home in the Champions League. And then the big game. Yeah? The big game. Chat to me. Certain clubs aren't going to Wembley this season, but we don't need to talk about them. It's the Wembley fixture, the neutral ground, aka Arsenal's second home, the EFL Cup final against Manchester City. Yeah, that's our gang of fixtures coming up next. You know what I mean? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fixtures before the final, before we play that final. And I'm very much looking forward to that final. Big up, what made you an Arsenal fan? My dad was an Arsenal fan. That's basically why. How do you think your boys are going to get on against us? Because I don't think we'll beat Chelsea. I ain't going to lie. I think we'll draw. 23 days to go. Our first trophy, hopefully. Like I said, I think we'll win it. Not that I'm seeing Man City as a rollover. Easy. No, it's not going to be easy. Because I think the way we'll win it, I think will be on penalties. Because we just like hard work. I mean, we prefer it that way. I mean, it won't be the simplest of ways in terms of we outplay them and then we can't see it being like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that final. So I'm gonna be in London. I'm gonna be in Shoreditch in the fan park in Shoreditch, I think it is. I'm gonna be there. So I'm down there for the weekend. Yeah. So it'll be me, my brother, and a whole heap of Arsenal fans. Yeah, watching that final. Yeah, I better not walk out there disappointed. I better walk out there. You know what I mean? Shameless, celebrating the EFL Cup to the point of where it's like a quadruple fan talking about, yeah, we're gonna go on and win the rest. You know what I mean? That's what I want. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking. But yeah, after this weekend, regardless of what happens in the other game, Man City and Leeds, we need to do our bit. You know what I mean? We just need to keep doing our bit. I know we're not going to win every single game, but I don't want to see no cowardice. I don't want to see no bullshit subs. I don't want to see no bullshit. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I know what this manager's like. So I don't trust him. You know what I mean? Anything in me that says maybe we might do it, I remember that he's our manager. And I know he's gonna be something. You know what I mean? Don't have us play with a handbrake on. You know what I mean? The handbrake should be coming off now. We should be going all out now. I'm gonna get you some hopium that day. I'm telling you, if we win that cup, I'm telling you, rival fans are getting it. And I said, like I said in my last video, I'm gonna buy the replica. I'm gonna have it on stream every stream while we're champions of it. I'm gonna have it on stream. That's how shameless I'm gonna be. Because if we don't win that final, we're gonna get cooked to shreds. Yeah, you got rival fans all twerking for each other. Oh, I don't want Arsenal to win league. You know what I mean? So let them have it. And I would employ Arsenal fans to be as shameless as you can be. Yeah, as shameless as you can be. Yeah, if we win that cup. You know what I mean? Even if it's to the point where you think we're going to win the quadruple because we won that cup now, do that. Just be shameless. Just be absolutely shameless. You know what I mean? Because we'll get it. We'll be getting it if we don't win that cup. You know what I mean? And like I said, don't let me see us win 2 trophies minimum this season, with it being the league being the other one and the EFL Cup being the other. Because like I said, they're all getting it. They're all getting it. You know what I mean? They'll be all getting it. But yeah, Arsenal versus Chelsea. I'm going with Arsenal 1, Chelsea 1. If I were to predict goal scorers, I won't put it past being Saka, Gyökeres, or Madueke if he came on. Or maybe Zubimendi if it's a tight game. For them, might be, I don't know, Reece James or something. You know what I mean? And then Chelsea fans will be like, oh, we beat you again 1-1 and best midfielder / right back in world scored, mate. You know what I mean? I won't be past some shit like that. I mean, but hopefully it's us winning. Hopefully we'll beat them like 3-0, 4-0 or something. We smoke them Gyökeres. I mean, I want Gyökeres hat trick or something. You know what I mean? Give us that. And I don't want to see Jesus coming on in place of Gyökeres. I don't want to see that shit. I'm actually going to have to look at the games. In fact, let me have a look at the games where we did that. So let me go back to as far as I can go, which is the start of the season. I can go back as far as there. So let me share my screen so that you don't have to stare at my face. Yeah. So you guys can see the fixtures right there. True, everyone's praying for our downfall, asking City to save football. Exactly. Imagine asking Man City, 115 charges pending, yeah? Sugar daddy settings. There were nobody before, but then a whole heap of money came in, and now there's somebody. Everybody's saying that to save football. You could not... Imagine being in a competition, yeah? I don't know, some bodybuilding competition or whatever, strongman competition. It's meant to be all natural, but the guy who won it took steroids the whole time, yeah? He was on performance enhanced illegal substances to gain advantages, yeah? And everybody's then begging for him, yeah, to save the sport, to beat somebody who naturally got it out the mud before, just because they can't take how the person who naturally got it out the mud was bragging when they did win. Imagine that. You're asking potential cheats to save football. You ought to be ashamed. You know what I mean? Got the same prediction, not confident. Listen, I've been taking notes of everything people have said about us. So if we win 2 trophies minimum or even just a league title, I'm going to unleash like a lion chasing down its prey. Well, like I said, they're all getting it. I'm telling you right now. But anyways, let's have a look at the fixtures of where Gyökeres was subbed off. So Jesus, he didn't come in till like later on, did he? Gyökeres, he didn't come off from that game. Don't tell me it's gonna. Right. No, we were all right. It gets to a point when we drew against Sunderland. Oh shit. It was Trossard that came on. Did Gyökeres start that game? I can't remember now. I think he did, didn't he? Oh no, he didn't. He was injured. Yeah, Moreno. Go back then. Right. Against Chelsea at the Bridge. I think he was still injured. I think Gyökeres was still injured. Yeah, Moreno's there. Oh, Gyökeres did come on. Yeah, he came on. Against Villa. Moreno started. Gyökeres came on. So I'm not saying it didn't work or anything, because we've seen Jesus come on and be effective. It's just that we've seen the game go downhill when Gyökeres came off for Jesus to come on. You know what I mean? This is where he made hella subs. Jesus came on. Wait, Gyökeres came on for Jesus, didn't they? No, Gyökeres came off. Yeah, so that's what they did, that stupid sub then. You know what I mean? Look at that. Look at all them subs. You know what I mean? This is what you know what I mean? Panicking at 0-0. You know what I mean? That's what that was. Obviously beat Chelsea. Then 0-0 against Forest. Again, Jesus came on for Gyökeres. You know what I mean? Look at all them subs. Man, panicking at 0-0. You know what I mean? Against Man United, same thing. You know what I mean? Where is it? I'm sure it happened in this game. Yeah, again, Gyökeres came off. 58 minutes, came off. Jesus came on. Oh, no, wait. Was it the other way around? It was the other way around, wasn't it? Yeah, because Jesus started and he was shit. It was the other way around that time. You know what I mean? And against Brentford, I think it was no. Gyökeres played a full 90. Played a full 90 that time. And obviously he did come on against Wolves. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that sub. You know what I mean? If anything, what I'd want to see is Jesus come on while Gyökeres is still on. Jesus go on the right wing or something. You know what I mean? Or the left wing. I don't mind seeing that. But for Jesus to be our lone striker like that, nah, you know what I mean? Unleashing from 22 years of banter. I'm telling you. These man just better pray I don't see, because we're in one cup final, yeah. We've got a shot at getting to Budapest, yeah, and we're top of the league right now. We're still in the 5th round of the FA Cup with a favourable, draw in the FA Cup so far, yeah. All I'm saying, do not let me see the league and the Champions League or any of them. Don't let me see any of them, because God help you, rival fans. God help you. You know what I mean? You got man like Key Thomas, yeah? You got man like Key Thomas, yeah? He was more angry that Arsenal beat Spurs than he was when Man United beat Everton. Because when Man United beat Everton, they increased the gap on Liverpool in the table. Like Liverpool fans, it was the last thing they needed was Everton to lose against Man United. And Key Thomas, I seen his watch along. I've seen him do it. I seen his reaction, and even man like Arsenal Fluers, yeah, even he pointed it out. Yeah, Key Thomas was less pissed at Everton losing to Man United, which meant Man United increased the gap on Liverpool in the table, than he was with Arsenal beating Tottenham. He was more angry at Arsenal beating Tottenham. He was more disappointed. That's how you know a fake fan. Yeah? Not real. These men are something else. You know what I mean? The odds are with us. Arteta's only obstacle. It is bare obstacle. Let me just before I close this one out, I will go on YouTube and I'll show you guys. Yeah. I don't know what that channel's called. Reactions. Can't remember what it's called now. Ah, this one. Right. So right, here we are. So have a look at this, guys. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you right now. Yeah, show you Keith Thompson's reaction to this.
Liverpool had the better chances, says Christopher. Agreed. They're in the box here. Arsenal pulled it back. Chance. Oh, it's there. It's 1-0. And it's Eze. It's Eze. For fuck's sake. Tottenham 0. Arsenal 1. There you go. 31 minutes in. Game's gone. Game's gone. Yeah, whoa, Zubamendi, look at Zubamendi going like this now. Let's focus. It can't happen again. It can't happen again. Not like Wolves, lads. Not like Wolves. Remember, focus now. Yeah, focus. I think you'll need to, because these guys, we talk about mentality monsters. Jurgen Klopp's mentality monsters. These are mentality mice, Arsenal. They fold like a cheap suit, and it'll happen again. Come on, Spurs. Still early. Come on, Spurs. They'll say it's going to sting.
Come on, Spurs, he said at the time. Right? Y'all heard that. Now, watch how happy he is with the equaliser. Watch. This is a Liverpool fan, by the way, allegedly.
Is that Eze's first goal since the last Spurs game? I think it's his first goal, full stop. Oh, in the box, Spurs! Yes! Whoa, whoa! Focus! Focus, lads!
You see that, guys? You see how happy he was when Spurs equalised. You know what I mean? Damn! Couldn't make it up, could you? Look how happy he was.
Let's focus! It's the last Spurs game. I think it's his first goal, full stop. Oh, in the box, Spurs! Yes! Whoa, whoa! Focus!
Look how happy he was. You know what I mean?
I've seen him do it.
Let's cue the music.
Focus, lads! Let's focus! Let's switch on! It only took 30 seconds! When is it gonna end, Robbie? Yes! There you go! It's 1-1, baby! Come on!
Y'all seen that?
Oh. How's it going, mate? Good to see you. I'm rooting for you, lads, in the Premier League title race. What's going on? Things have changed. Here's Gyökeres. Oh, he's done it. He's done it. Gyökeres. As if, just as we were saying we're rooting for City, Gyökeres has put it in.
Imagine that, guys. We're rooting for City as a Liverpool fan. Imagine that. You know how shameless you have to be? Just because, oh, Arsenal fans get too giddy, mate. You know what I mean? It's some special place of retardation.
You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious.
I was up here going back months chasing down rivals with seats of digs are bound for homecoming. Oh, trust me, I'm gonna be slaying these rival fans. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do dedicated whole videos. That game was the first time he actually gave Glock. Yeah, I believe it was, because I never really heard him rating before.
And it's the first time I'll actually say, fair play, lad. It's a good finish. It's a good goal. Do your celebration, lad. And he's not done it. I'm sure he will. Sure he will. Go on. Oh, there he is doing it. It's 2-1 Arsenal, 47 minutes in. Shocking. Arsenal, it should be 3. It should be 3. Saka's fluffed it. Eze, there you go. That's going to be a goal. Spurs. Oh, and he's doing the spinneroonie like Booker T. He's giving it the old Booker T. Eze, he only turns up for Spurs, this lad. He'll be back on the bench next week. And he's not going to the World Cup either. Enjoy Ebenchi, Eze. Enjoy it, mate. Because that's about as good as it's getting for you in the Arsenal. It's Spurs 1, Arsenal 3. No scaffold needed today in the North London derby. They've done it without the scaffold. Spurs have been dreadful defensively. And it's another tap-in, to be honest, for Eze. Look at the state of that. It's so bad. So bad. And Eze gets another tap-in. It's Spurs 1, Arsenal 3. Game done. Set match. Game over. 30 minutes to go.
Okay.
And they've got the win that we all thought they'd get. He wasn't even close to 100%. So we're expecting him, hoping and expecting to have him back next week. Arsenal are in again. It's 3rd. It's 4. Is it him again? It's Gyökeres. And do you know what? Again, fair play. Fair play. He's been the best player on the park today. He's done well. First time I'll give him his due. It's been the best performance we've seen from Victor Gyökeres. Spurs 1, Arsenal 4. But still, let's bring it back. Because I'm telling you, if Hincapié... Look at Hincapié. If that goal... It's not Hincapié, it's Gabriel. If that goal is given, if Kolo Muani's goal is given, it's 2-2, it's a different game. But still, credit where it's due. Gyökeres scores again, 4-1. Tottenham 1, Arsenal 4.
Yeah. Now let's have a look at his reaction when Man United beat Everton. That should be on here somewhere. Just give me a moment. I'm assuming this channel. Here we are. I believe his reaction wasn't really. Alright, let's have a look, guys. Let's have a look.
Oh, by and large, you'd expect a bit of a mistake here and there. Brian and Burmo's away here. Massive chance for United. Massive chance. Must be. What a goal. What a goal on the counter-attack. And I tell you what, Everton, you've fallen to bits. We can't rely on you for nothing. Benjamin Sesko, massive counter-attack from United. What a ball that is. And Burmo flying away. Do you know what?
Why is he not begging for offside? Why is he not begging for, he's not begging for none of that. Why is he, offside? I mean.
Nobody looking inside there. Why was nobody looking at Sesko flying forward? He's got pace to burn, the lad. And he was all on his own in the middle. It was 2-on-1. Everton committing too many bodies forward. And United have gone in front 1-0. Absolutely disastrous. And we needed Everton to score first. There's no way at all he's come back. We know United like throwing leads away, but they don't throw this one away now. And Burmo rolls it across. Lovely little...
See, to me, it sounds like he's respecting Man United. I mean, it sounds like he respects the hustle of Man United right now. I mean, this doesn't sound like somebody... You wouldn't think, even though he's saying that, of what he's saying, we needed Everton to win, blah, blah, blah. You still wouldn't think this was a Liverpool fan. This just sounds like somebody who's disappointed that he's missed out on a bet that he thought he'd win. But Man United are good anyway. It's going to be an uphill battle to beat Man United. That's how he's looking at it. When it's us, you know what I mean? There's all sorts of offsides and shit. All sorts of, all this, the way we play and all that stuff. You know what I mean? This doesn't sound like somebody who's really pissed that it's not helped Liverpool. His venom is more towards Arsenal. That's how it is.
Little pass. No need for Sesko to even slow down. He just couldn't.
That's the thing. He's sounding like a neutral. Yeah, that's what he sounded like on there. He sounded like a neutral. Hold on. It'd be no more than I deserve. Talking about will be unbearable, mate. But we'll show you unbearable. Exactly. They think they've seen unbearable. They haven't seen it yet. Watch. How unbearable do they think? I don't think they've been all these years while we've been in fucking trenches. Exactly. We've had to watch Spurs win a European trophy, Liverpool win European trophies, Man United win European trophies. Man City win European trophies. We've had to see that. Chelsea win European trophies. One of them on our head top. We had to see all that. You know what I mean? Gabby needs to stop that foolishness. No, he does. He does. It worked this time. Doesn't mean it's going to work next time. He needs to stop that shit because he could do that in the big game and they'll say no, the goal's fine. Yeah, I don't want to see that shit in the Champions League. I don't want to see that shit at all. Yeah. For me, I would say, just let him sit out a game. You know what I mean? Let him reflect on that bullshit. You know what I mean? Get Musquera in there right now. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that stupid shit because that could cost us. That could cost us, and it could have been a different game. We probably might have still won the game when you look at the game, the way it was playing out. But 2-2 like that, you know what I mean? That's what it could have been. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave it here for the match preview. I'll be back on Sunday for the watch along. So hopefully you guys will be here. We'll be watching the game together, and hopefully it's another London derby. We'll slap up a team. Yeah, we'll slap up Chelsea this time. You know what I mean? They beat us 1-1 at Stamford Bridge. Let's beat them, for the 3 points at Emirates. You know what I mean? We've already took care of them across 2 legs in the cup. So really and truly, we should have no problem taking care of them. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, like the video, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials, hype the video. The links in the description below for my links to my channel. And I'll see you guys on Sunday for the watch along. Peace.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.